Everybody, guess who's back? Back again. It is back. Tell a friend. That's right. Forgive that cringy intro. Tis I, your boy Al Johnson, back here with the Al Johnson Show with a fresh new look. Thank you all for noticing. And as promised, I thought I would come up here and give my give my thoughts, but also I guess in a way defending the end of Daredevil Born Again Season 2 because if you guys don't know, Daredevil Born Again Season 2 had a divisive finale. There were those that liked it and understood the meaning behind it, and there are those who have come out and vocally talked about how they didn't like it because it harbors too much, because it was too based in reality. So I thought I'd come up here and give my thoughts on it and tell you why I personally enjoyed the edit of Daredevil Born Again Season 2. But first, if you guys want to keep hopping on board the train known as the Al Johnson Show, and if you want to be up to date when new videos are released, make sure you all do the following. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and click the notification bells whenever new videos are released. And now, let's get into it. So, to recap the finale of Daredevil Born Again Season 2, titled The Southern Cross, in the episode, we caught up with the aftermath of how Matt Murdock returned after being missing, ignore the first air quote, when he was representing Karen Page during her trial for, I guess, aiding and abetting the criminal known as Daredevil. Fisk was not mine. And Matt realized that some of the task force was, I believe, hired by Fisk to put out a little hit on Matt, so that way he wouldn't continue on with the trial. And in the result of that, he got shot in the leg by a member of the task force, but he knocked the shooter out. And he had just been patched up by Jessica Jones, who originally wanted no more part of Mayor Fisk and wanted to get back to her daughter Danielle, but decided to stay and see to it that Fisk is part of justice. And when Matt returned to the courtroom, he beautifully grilled his ex-girlfriend, Heather Glenn, in her BS analogy and takedown of, Karen and vigilantes, and then proceeds to call Mayor Fisk to the stand to question him about whether or not he had any involvement with what happened on the Northern Star ship in the premiere episode of Season 2, which was also titled The Northern Star. And first off, that whole courtroom exchange was beautifully done. It was beautiful seeing the back and forth between Fisk and Matt, who throughout the 5 seasons of the Daredevil show / Born Again barely have any scenes together. And when they do have scenes together, it's just money, 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 money. And so Fisk, he's being asked about, what happened on the Northern Star and about is he smuggling guns into the free port in Red Hook, New York, and why is he going after vigilantes, and is he signaling out Daredevil for it and everything else. And now up until this point, Fisk, Matt says that, well, we have video evidence from someone that was on the ship that says that if Daredevil boarded the ship, if he hopped on the ship, sink the ship with all of the guns in there and make it look like Daredevil did it. And so while he was in the judge's chambers with the what do you call it? The defense attorney, who's basically in Fisk's back pocket, waiting for permission from the judges to say, go ahead and release the video evidence. Fisk intentionally is whispering so Matt, with his super hearing, can hear him and say, Matt Murdock, That Murdoch, you know what I know about you. You know that with one word from me, you will be arrested and put in a jail cell. You cannot talk your way out of this. And Matt is like, I can say that. I can say the same about you, because what Fisk is saying is that ever since the end of season 3, or since season 3, he knows that Matt Murdock is Daredevil, and knows that, oh, I'm gonna tell the world that you're Daredevil, and when I do, they'll know that you are a criminal, and I'll make sure you'll be locked up as you belong, so you no longer interfere with my plans to better New York. And so, after the judges gives Matt the permission to release the video testimony of the ship's first mate, saying, "Oh yes, we were smuggling guns into Red Hook's Freeport on orders of the Kingpin, Mayor Fisk, and we're told if Daredevil boards a ship, sink it." And the DA is like, "Oh, the person giving this testimony is not here. He can't really verify what happened. The only way this will hold up in court is if another witness was there to say what happened." And Matt, knowing what he's going to do, says, "I have just a witness to say what happened," and proceeds to grill Fisk about oh, so you don't like Daredevil, but the people might think he's a hero. Fisk's like, the people know better than that. Oh, do they? But it depends on who you call a hero. I mean, look at me. I took a bullet for you from bullseye at your bar. Does that make me a hero, Mr. Mayor? And basically, he's like pressuring Fisk to basically like out him as Daredevil, because he knows that he is the second witness that was there. So of course he'll say, "Oh, so go ahead, Mr. Mayor. Tell everyone who Daredevil is. You know who he is. I know who he is. He knows what happened in my apartment that night with the blackout. He knows who the real criminal is in this courtroom, and he knows what happened on the Northern Star." And basically it's like calling his bluff. And Fisk, back into a corner, is just, well, first it's like, "Oh, answer the question, Mr. Mayor. Did you or did you not smuggle illegal weapons into the free port and give it, oh, pardon me, and give it off to your militia, the anti-vigilante task force?" And Fisk angrily is like, I will answer it." And basically says, "Oh, you don't get to know what comes through my port. Just know the city is thriving under me, and I've made it safe." And Matt is like, "Okay, you know who Daredevil is. Tell them what happened with the Northern Star." And Fisk, back into a corner, is just like, "You are a fool, Mr. Murdoch." And Matt, knowing what's going to happen, calculated his mind. I'm not going to be lawyer anymore. I'm going to be arrested. I can't be doing what I'm doing secretly, but I have to take him down, and I have to protect Karen. And proceeds in a shocking moment out himself as Daredevil, and explains that yes, I was witness to seeing Mayor Fisk ship illegal weapons into New York with his task force. Me and Miss Jessica Jones saw it taken down, and we destroyed the evidence to ensure public safety. And basically said, "Listen, this court is a sham. All of this is a front for Fisk's criminal empire, and this court mandated by him don't get to decide justice." And one of the judges, who was in Fisk's pocket, basically against her will, locking up vigilantes by orders of Fisk, finally, I guess, pushes back on him and decides to let Karen Page go because the evidence doesn't hold up, but makes it a point to say to Murdoch, "Stay in court, Mr. Murdoch, because Matt was going to be arrested." But the deed was done. Fisk got exposed for what he did, and Karen Page gets to walk free, even though Matt knows, yeah, I'm going to be arrested. But then after that, Fisk had a plan to have a fake bullseye, which was stopped by the real one, to shoot at him and make it look like, oh, the vigilantes, they're attacking me again. But because the real bullseye was there, he took the shot at Fisk, trying to do the one good deed thing, but accidentally wounds Buck. And then basically the New York court house is on lockdown, and Matt and the people that are against Fisk, they're locked up in, I guess, judges' offices. And Fisk commandeers a camera crew, has a live State of the Union address from the courtroom, saying, "Oh, we're under attack. Vigilantes are coming after us based on this mischaracterized trial today against me. We're being attacked. We're under siege. Know this, New York. I will not abandon you. I will stay and fight for you. Or you're gonna do the same." But then after that, BB Urich, the niece of Ben Urich, who was killed by Fisk in season 1, been doing these satire videos criticizing Fisk, wearing a fake Kingpin costume, impersonating him, finally unmasked herself, saying, "The mayor is right, we are under siege." But the mayor is holding the city hostage. He's killed people that we love or people that are friends of ours. He's doing this to further his agenda. It's time to fight back, New York. And Matt leads the charge, suiting up as Daredevil one more time, but publicly take the fight to Fisk. And I believe it's the assistant general, I think it was, I can't remember the phrase, the title of it, but basically the person who calls up Sheila, Fisk's right hand, basically, and basically says to tell Fisk, "We have a deal in place, a plea deal in place for you, Fisk, to stop this. You'll reportedly resign as mayor of New York. You will go into exile. Therefore, the charges will be dropped against you." And Fisk is not putting up with it, and he realizes the people that are protesting him are have dressed up as Daredevil, because Daredevil outed himself, but is fighting against Fisk. So the people of New York are rebelling against him, and so Fisk, who also sends a task force to go after Daredevil and Karen Page so they don't get out of here alive. In an amazing double hallway fight, Matt, Jessica Jones, and Angela Del Toro, White Tiger, fight the task force, while Kingpin, fully unleashed with no more restraints, and sadly because of the death of Vanessa, no longer holding back his darker impulses, Fisk starts killing the protesters in another hallway. And then they meet up basically at the front or in the lobby, where Fisk, covered in blood all over his suit, once again tries to be all, no, you got it all wrong. I'm fighting for you. I'm still fighting for you. This is a lie. And the protesters begin to swarm him. And even though Fisk is fighting back, they're swarming him hard. But Matt tries to defuse the situation. And then as the protesters are basically pummeling Fisk, Matt, unmasking himself publicly, says, "No, don't do this. We're better than that." And tells Fisk, "Listen, let's give the city peace. Let's give them peace. Let's let them sleep at night without violence, without war, because of what we caused. Take the deal. Go into exile. Obviously, I'm done for, but take the deal. This is bigger than you. You go to jail, your memory of Vanessa goes away too. So take the deal." And Fisk tries like, "No, I will not do it. I will not. I cannot." But ultimately decides, "Fine, I'll take the deal." Then in the epilogue, Matt and Karen having their last date, trying to now acclimate to like, wow, guess this is what normal life is like. This is hard. And then Matt gets arrested by the police